Hello, friend. Welcome back to Couch Tales, Why We Do What We Do, the podcast where we dive into the funny and sometimes not so funny psychology of what makes us tick. I'm your host, Analia, and today we're talking about family estrangement, why sometimes we have to love certain people from a very safe distance. Make sure to come on back for part 2. This is part 1. Just a reminder, this is for informational purposes only and not professional advice. Maybe you've been there. Maybe you've had to cut ties with a toxic family member, or maybe someone cut you off and you're still reeling. Either way, it's one of those big emotional life decisions that can feel like both a relief and a heartbreak at the same time. Let's talk about it. I have a friend. Let's call her Tammy. Tammy's in her 30s, and for most of her life, she'd had what I'd call a walking on eggshells relationship with her mom. You know the type. 1 minute everything's fine, and the next, bam, you're in a conversation that somehow spirals into guilt, arguments, and questioning your life existence. Tammy finally made the decision to step back, not out of anger, but out of pure self-preservation. Her mental wellness couldn't take it anymore. She tried boundaries, she tried reasoning, she tried just ignoring it, but nothing worked. So she chose peace. And at first, it was peaceful. No more passive-aggressive texts, no more anxiety every time the phone rang, no more feeling like a child when she was a full-grown adult. But then, something unexpected happened. She started grieving. Not just the loss of the relationship, but the loss of the relationship she wished she had. She would see friends grabbing brunch with their moms, shopping together, or just having a casual conversation without it turning into an emotional battle. And it hurt. She missed the idea of what their relationship could have been, even if, in reality, it never actually was that way. So why does this hurt so much? Psychologists have a term for this: ambiguous loss. When someone is technically still alive, but for all practical purposes, they're gone from your life. Unlike a clear-cut loss, like death, which is awful but at least final, ambiguous loss messes with your head because there's no closure. The relationship could exist, but it can't, at least not in a healthy way. And our brains hate that. We crave certainty. That's why even bad relationships can feel comforting, because at least they're familiar. Now, if our old friend Mr. Beard and Cigar were here, he would probably say that it's related to something unresolved from childhood. The idea that our earliest relationships shape the way we seek closeness and security. Tammy wanted that closeness with her mom. Her brain was wired to need it, but when the relationship didn't work out that way, it felt like something inside her was malfunctioning, even though she made the healthiest choice for herself. How do we heal from family estrangement? Number 1, validate your own experience. You're not too sensitive or overreacting. If the relationship was hurting you, then stepping away was the right call. Period, full stop, the end. Number 2, recognize that grief is normal. Even if the relationship was toxic, letting go can still feel like a loss. Give yourself permission to mourn what could have been. Number 3, find surrogate family. Just because your biological family isn't there doesn't mean you can't build a family of choice, friends, mentors, and people who lift you up instead of tearing you down. Release the guilt. Society loves the whole, but they're family argument. But family should be about love and respect, not just genetics. Redefine what having a mother means. If you don't have a mom who can support you in the way that you need, that doesn't mean you can't find nurturing relationships elsewhere. Think of motherly figures in your life, teachers, aunts, older friends. Connection can come in unexpected places. All right, that's it for today's episode of Couch Tales, Why We Do What We Do. I'm your host, Analia, and if you like this episode, please take a moment to follow us, hit that subscribe button, and share this with a friend. And tell me, have you ever had to distance yourself from a family member? How did you cope? Let's talk about it. Until next time, friend, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, sometimes family is who you choose.